Hi guys. So today I am going to start a little, I don't know what you want to call it, like a series, I guess. I've had a lot of people on my YouTube channel ask me a lot of simple questions as far as how to do this, how to do that, and it's actually things that you should know from the beginning. And I know a lot of you are just starting out, so I'm going to start from like the very beginning, basically with just the things that you want to have on hand when going to make a bow, and just the little things to get you started, the little things that you need to know. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get right to it here, is I'm going to show you the basic things that you're going to need. And obviously you're going to need a pair of scissors. Anything will do. Make sure it's sharp, because if they're not sharp, then it'll fray your ribbon. So I usually have a big pair and I have a small pair. And then I usually have, this isn't something you have to have, but when you go to put your centers on, and if you have, let me see if I can find something. Okay, like this. This is a button. So this basically will take that off so that it'll lay flat. So that's what these are. I think I got these at Joann's. I'm sure you can probably get them anywhere, but they're again, they're made especially for buttons, like to take off the backs of buttons. And you can also use them for, sometimes I use wire for the center of my bow. If it's something that's a lot bigger than what I want, then I'll use wire, and then I'll use these to just cut it off. So you're going to need scissors. These little cutters if you want them. You don't have to use them, but if you want them, you can. And then wire if you want. I did not start out with wire. I started out with thread. And this is actually a cross-stitching thread that I use. I know some people will just use embroidery floss. That didn't work for me for some reason, but this is pretty sturdy. I mean, it will break if you pull it hard enough, but it's very, very sturdy. And I got this at Hobby Lobby, and this right here is probably a year and a half old. I mean, I don't think it's ever gonna, I'm starting to see cardboard down in there, but it lasts forever. And I think it was like $6 or $7 for this great big thing. So you'll need that. And then I use two different kinds of clips to hold your bows. I get these metal ones at Sally's Beauty Supply, and they come, I have a pack around here somewhere, but I just don't know where they're at. When we moved, I've not completely organized, but they come in like a pack of 6, and they're different colors. Like I have a blue one, and I have a black one, and I think there's a gold one, and a different color blue one. But and these are nice for the smaller bows, like for instance like this one, because you don't need a great big huge monster like this. Now I use these for the bigger ones, and I use them for my ponios when I make the ponios, which I have a tutorial on that too. And then, of course, you're going to need your clips. There's 2 different types of clips. Well, there's actually three different types. Actually, there's probably more than that, but the 3 different types that I use are just the single pronged alligator clip. It just has 1 prong. And this is probably the one I use the most. And then there is the double prong. And I use this when a bow is just a little bit bigger, or if their hair's a little bit thicker than, and it needs just a little extra support, I'll use that. And then of course there's the French barrette. So I only use this if someone asks me to. And I will show you later on how to line that. Actually, I think I might have a tutorial on that. Okay, so then of course you're gonna need your ribbon. And it's up to you, but after you get done making a bow and you want to store it on something, I think I bought these through Hair Hardware, and they're just little cardboard things, and then you take, I don't have a clip on that one. Here, I have one on this one. Well, it's actually already on there, so you just, it clips through there. Let me show you. Just clips right in there. And then back through. And that way it just kind of keeps it from falling off. So I usually have those on hand. And a ruler if you don't have a mat. This is my utility mat. So if you don't have a mat like this that already has the measurements on it, then you're going to need a ruler. And then I use, this is the stuff that I use for my no slip grip. And it's just like shelf liner that you get. Here's a big long roll. It's shelf liner that you get from like Walmart. Now some of them are really thin, but these, I don't know if you can see it, but it's got like little bubbles. So it's a little bit raised, and that's what I use. And then I just cut this right here. So that's what this is. This is cut. And then I use my scissors, and I know exactly how far to cut it because that'll fit this the whole thing. And that's, you put these in here. Well, I'll show you how to line a clip. But anyway, you cut these. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I count 7 of the little bubbles, and then I cut it. And then you always just want to make sure like the ends are trimmed, just to kind of make it nice and neat. So those are the necessity things that you need to make a hair bow. Now, real quick, I'm going to show you how I line an alligator clip. Now, I've had a couple people ask me, why do some people fully line it and some people only partially line it? And I guess that's just kind of like their preference. Very seldom do I line it fully because, I mean, unless somebody would ask me to, and I've actually never had anybody ask me to, so I usually don't do it. But the only time I'll do it is if it's actually going to be seen. So if this will be seen at all, then I will try to fully line it, but you don't really have to. Some people are a little OCD, and that's just the way they do it. So anyway, for a partially lined, you want to cut your ribbon at, I go just a tad over 4 inches. Oh, where's my cutter? Here it is. I wanted to show you my little cutter I have here. I love this thing. I could not do without it. It's a Fisker's cutter, and it's like that, and it's sharp. So when you go to cut it, come out here a little way so you can see. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't even go 4 1/4 inches. I go just under that. And then for a fully lined clip, you want to go 6 inches. So we'll go ahead and do the 6 inches. Oh, one important thing I forgot to mention, you need a lighter. Gotta have a lighter. I don't know if you can see these, but watch when I pull on this. Yeah, well, you're not gonna do it. Well, here, this one is. See how it's fraying right there? If you pull this, if you just keep pulling it, it's just gonna keep coming and coming and coming. So if you heat seal it, just go across it a little bit. Don't burn it. Then you can feel how it keeps it from fraying. So anytime you cut, you want to heat seal. Just make it a habit, because if you don't heat seal, it can come back. I mean, it can come back and bite you. because it can ruin a hair bow. Okay, so we have the 4-inch. See if my glue gun's heated up here. All right. Oh, you need a glue gun. Oh, I'm just not doing very good here. So any kind of glue gun, I have a couple different kinds. This is probably my favorite. It doesn't leak, it's cheap, and it heats up quick. And I think I just got this at Hobby Lobby, and I love the zebra. So what you're gonna do is you are going to just make one swipe with your glue gun, and then you're gonna take your clip and you're gonna go under it, so that it's like that. And the top of the clip, you'll know it's the top because if you lay it flat, that's the bottom. If you turn it over and it won't lay flat, that's the top. So the part that goes up is the top. So once you get that, then you're gonna put a line of glue right here. And then you're just gonna bring this over and then squish it. So it looks like that. And that's the underside. Now you're just gonna take this and you're gonna bring it on over. Now, some people will tuck this down and then bring this around. So it would look more like that. I don't do that. I don't know why. I don't. So now you're gonna put a strip of glue right here. And then you're gonna just glue it like that. So see how you have the rest of that showing? Which is really not a big deal because when you put it on the bow, it's gonna go like that. So this is actually the part that's gonna go in the hair. But if for some reason you're going to see that, then I would cover it. So in order to cover that, okay, so then we're gonna go ahead and fully cover this. So there again, you start off just like you're doing a regular clip. And just like that. And then you're gonna put a strip of glue right here. And you're gonna bring it across. And then you're gonna put a strip of glue right here. And then you're gonna bring this down to there. And then you're gonna open this and kind of hold this back. And then you're gonna put some glue here and underneath of it. You're gonna put some there and some underneath. So then you're just gonna go down and then underneath of it. Just like that. That way it's covered on both sides. And then, like I said, you cut, where we go? I lost my little piece that I cut. Well, I'll cut another one. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 7. And then you just want to make sure that it's cleaned up. And then you're just going to take this and open it. You got to hold it open and then just put a little strip of glue right there. And then you're going to take this and you're going to lay it in there and then just push it down. Just like that. And then that helps hold it in the hair. And it really, really does. And then you would just do the same thing with this. You would just put it in there, and so that is how you do that. So I will end this segment on by saying something positive. I remember when I first got into this, it was very frustrating at first, and I pretty much tried to give up because I thought, oh, I can't do this. But once you keep practicing and keep trying, you will get it, and then you'll be like, what was I thinking? It's really not as hard as what you think. There are a lot of bow makers out there, but each and every one of you have your own touch, and that is what makes your bows special. So don't forget that. Put your heart into it, and you will be up and running and making beautiful bows before you know it. So if you have anything in particular that you would like for me to make a tutorial on, as far as starting out or understanding certain things, leave me a message down below and I will try and accommodate you. So thanks for watching.